Hey, what's up, guys? This is Punisher from Hazard Elite Airsoft, and today we have a little review for my gun. It's the JG-M4S System, 2010 Enhanced Edition. Alright, let's get started. Okay, now that we got all the attachments off, except for the foregrip, because I want to leave that on so it could be stable. Now we can do the review on the gun. Then I want to do some attachment reviews. Those are probably be in later videos, but I'll just quickly go over those. I'll go over what comes with it. Now, this is not an unboxing, so if you're expecting that, then this is not your video. So, let's get into it. So, the first thing I want to say is all the rails, they're extremely long rails. There is a ton of rails. I actually customized the rails to where they were smaller because I didn't need the full rail. Can't actually take the top rail off. So that is, you can't. It has a plastic receiver, the trigger guard, rails. It also has flip-up sights, and most of the attachments and whatnot come with it. They're going to be metal. The gun itself is mostly metal. The barrel's metal, but the hand grip is plastic. Like I said, the receiver's plastic, and the stock is plastic, and then the rod is metal. So, what I want to say is that I really like the metal rails on here because it keeps your attachments on. These are not going to break unless you're doing some really heavy duty stuff. Like, they're not going to break. And so I'm going to go over some of the things that come with this gun. Now, alright, so the battery compartment. Now, with this battery compartment, there are two little screws on each end, and you can take them out. I just use my finger. You can just push on it with your thumb. You can just use a flathead screwdriver. And what it does is when you take the screwdriver, it opens up. Now I will admit this is one of the hardest batteries to get in a gun. I would recommend getting a PEC box to put on the side, a battery PEC box. You can buy those really anywhere. And but what it is standard is you're going to get an 8.5 volt, I think it's LiPo battery, and it sticks into here, and you actually have to line it up, and it's not a very good fit. The battery, it can get jammed and stuff. You really got to watch the wires. But after a while of doing it, you really do get the hang of it. And that's all with the battery. Oh yeah, and I wouldn't try to run like an 11.6. The highest I would run in this gun would be a 9.6 volt battery. I would not run an 11. I think it's 6, right? 11.6. I wouldn't run an 11.6 near. That's just going to make the motor overheat. Unless you're really going to put some upgrades in this thing, I would not recommend putting an 11.6 near. Now, I'm just going to go over some of the features that I like of this gun. So, here we have the selector here. I don't know the term. Selector switch. And it's fully metal, and it's got a really nice, just a satisfying lock to it, and it really lets you know that you're switching. It's got a nice click to it. You might be able to hear that. And it's got a really nice, sturdy click. This is a very sturdy gun. Does not feel loose at all. And some people say they've had problems with the barrel coming out, and I've never had a problem with it coming out. And I've had this thing for like 2 years. I've never had a problem with it getting loose or anything. And then on this side, over here again, you pull this, you pull the charging handle back, and then that reveals the hop-up unit. Now, with my hop-up, I have a problem with it, and you can leave it in the comments below if you know how to fix this problem. I cannot move the hop-up. It will not go up, it will not go down. The gun shoots straight, though. That is one problem. I don't know if that's something with my gun alone, but that's that.
Is it blowback?
No, this is not a blowback gun. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. That's with most AEGs. And, I guess we can go over the flip-up sights. These are full metal flip-up sights. The back one has spring-loaded, and the top one you pull up. These are really accurate sights. They're really helpful, especially when in your holographic sight or ACOG sight or whatever you use. If you use any kind of electronic sight, that battery goes dead, which it can happen. It doesn't happen often, but it can. This is a great backup on field. You can just put your holo in your dump pouch, and you can just flip up your sights. They're completely accurate. They have a little spinner on the side to adjust the sights. You can fully sight them in. It comes with a little tool. You can sight in the front part, and they're really accurate. I really like them. They're sturdy. They're not loose at all. I can't pull these off. And yeah, so Okay, no, I guess he wants me to do the manual, so we're gonna do the manual. This thing is terrible. It's Chinglish. It says it's a W4S system. I don't even know what that means. The instructions are bogus. It's terrible. It doesn't tell you anything. There are pictures of like chickens in here. It's bad. That's pretty much all with the gun. Okay, so our first attachment is the UTG vertical foregrip. Now I put this on the gun. It gives it incredible stability, and it makes the gun, in my opinion, a lot lighter. And I'll make a review video later going more in depth with the actual foregrip. It's ergonomic. It has 2 pressure plate switches. It has a twist out bottom, so you can actually put a battery in here or whatever you want to put in there. If you have a stick battery, it fits in there. That's pretty much it for this. I'll do a video review later of that. Second thing we have here is it's a mock silencer. It's a Special Forces equipment silencer. It's fully metal. It has foam on the insides, so it does give. It's more of a barrel extender. It makes your gun more accurate. It's mostly for looks. That's really all it is. I like it. It's just an intimidation factor. And I'm not gonna do a video review on this because, like I said, it's just for the factor of intimidation. And the last, but definitely not least, attachment is the holographic sight. This is a clone. This is not an EOTech, but this thing is dead on, and it does the same thing. Completely accurate. The side selectors, they work. They move the sight back and forth. You can get it sighted in. And that's pretty much that. I'll do a video review on that later. And that's pretty much it for the JG M4S system. Let's go and grab that, give one last look over it. Overall, I'd rate it 1 to 10. I give it an 8.5. This is a very reliable gun. It is heavier, and but it's a very sturdy gun. And for the price, I picked this up for, I think it was $150. And it's cheaper now. I think it's like $114. It's a very, very good. It's a very sturdy gun. Great starter gun. Even for mid-level players, this is a great gun. And that's my review. This is the JG M4S system 2010 edition enhanced version. So that's that. Thanks for watching.